Coffee on the move, always.
Today, I am taking this one coffee cup and turning it into 10 different AI product ads. And I am not just looking for the prettiest one. I want to know which one could actually sell the product, work as a short-form ad, or be good enough to pitch to a client. The workflow is pretty simple. I use GPT Image 2 to make a storyboard grid, then I use Seedance 2.0 to turn that storyboard into a 15-second ad. At the end, I will pick the top 3 I would actually test for monetization. A lot of AI product ads look good for about 2 seconds. Then you look closer, and the product changes shape, the shots do not connect, or the whole thing feels like a cool video, but not a usable ad. That is why I am starting with a storyboard grid. It locks in the shot order, where the product shows up, and how the ad should move from start to finish. So when I send it into Seedance 2.0, the model has a much clearer visual plan to follow. Here are the rules. Same product. Same main promise. Make morning coffee cleaner, easier, and more stylish on the go. Each ad is 15 seconds long. For simple concepts, I use a 6-shot, 3x2 storyboard grid. For story-based ads, I use an 8-shot, 4x2 grid. For each ad, I will show the storyboard first, then the final Seedance video, then give you my quick business take. I am looking at 5 things. Does the product stay consistent? Does it feel like a real ad? Could it convert? How hard is it to make? And can I repeat the format? Before I make any ads, I want to read the product a little bit. This cup has a soft beige body, a wooden lid, and a clean, minimal look. It feels warm, simple, and very lifestyle-focused, so I am not going to force it into some loud, futuristic tech ad. This product makes more sense for morning routines, commuting, office desks, and problem solution ads. For each storyboard, I only check 3 things. Does the cup stay consistent? Can you clearly see the product? And does the grid actually work as a 15-second ad? If one shot breaks the product, I regenerate it. Because if the storyboard is already wrong, the video usually gets even worse. Alright, now let us run through the 10 ad concepts. For the first one, I went with a 6-shot grid. The story is simple. Kitchen, coffee pour, lid on, cup in the bag, arriving at work, and then a clean desk hero shot. Now watch what Seedance turned it into. I like the look of this one. It feels soft, clean, and pretty premium. But there is not a strong problem here, so I see it more as brand content than a direct response ad. For the second one, I used an 8-shot grid. This one starts with the thing nobody wants, coffee spilling inside a bag. Then it switches to this insulated cup, sealed up and ready for the commute. Here is the grid, and this is the final ad.
Uh-oh.
This is probably the first one I would test with real money. The problem is obvious, the product solves it, and the viewer gets the point immediately. For the third ad, I used a 6-shot grid. The cup sits next to a laptop, a book, and a small plant on a clean desk. Quick look at the storyboard. Now let us see the video. This looks nice. It would fit shorts or lifestyle content really well. But honestly, it feels more like a mood video than something that would push someone to buy. For the fourth one, I used an 8-shot grid. I wanted this to feel like a creator filmed it on their phone, rushing in the morning, grabbing the cup, throwing it in a tote bag, heading out, and using it at work. And here is the result.
This is literally the first thing I grab. Coffee on the move, always. POV, my bag is finally not a coffee disaster.
This one is not the cleanest, but honestly, that might be why it works. It feels closer to a real TikTok ad, and that can make it more believable. For the fifth one, I went back to a 6-shot grid. The focus is on the wooden lid, the beige body, coffee steam, the hand feel, and a clean final product shot. Now the ad. This is probably the best one for an e-commerce product page. It shows the cup clearly, and it makes the product feel more expensive than it probably is. For the sixth ad, I used a 6-shot grid. The cup appears next to a laptop, notes, meetings, and a focused work setup. And here's the video. This concept can work for office workers, but the cup has to stay the main character. If it does not, this turns into another generic desk setup clip. For the seventh one, I used an 8-shot grid. The story shows the cup as a simple gift, packaging, unboxing, a happy reaction, and then daily use. Now let us see if it actually works. This could work around holidays, birthdays, or gift guides. But for everyday selling, I still think the commute ad is stronger. For the eighth one, I used a 6-shot grid. It focuses on small details: opening the lid, pouring coffee, steam, the cup landing on the desk, and close-up textures. Now here's the video. This one could work really well for shorts, but only if the sound design is good. Without the little clicks, pours, and table sounds, it is just a pretty product clip. For the ninth ad, I used a 6-shot grid. White background, soft light, slow product movement, close-ups, and a clean final frame. And here's the finished version. This one looks the most like a brand film. Great for a portfolio, but if I wanted sales, I would definitely add text that explains why this cup is useful. For the final ad, I used an 8-shot grid. No faces, just hands, the cup, a bag, a desk, commute shots, and simple text.
The first thing I grab before I leave, it fits right into my toque. No overthinking, no mess. Just grab it and go. Coffee stays with me all morning. My little desk companion, perfect pick-me-up. Everyday carry, simple, refined.
This might be the most practical format in the whole test. No actor, no complicated story, and you can reuse the same structure for a lot of different products. After generating the videos, I would still do a light edit. The first 2 seconds need to show either the product or the problem. Ideally both. For the leak-proof ad, the opening text could be, "Coffee in your bag again?" For the morning routine ad, "Make your morning less messy." For the Faceless ad, "Hot coffee, no spills, easy commute." I would keep the text very simple. 1 pain point, 1 product benefit, and 1 soft call to action. After testing all 10 ads, here's my honest take. If I only cared about looks, I would probably pick the minimal premium ad or the product close-up ad. But if I actually wanted to make money with this, I would pick these 3. Number 1. The leak-proof commute ad. It has a clear problem, a clear solution, and a reason to buy. That is what most AI ads are missing. Number 2. The UGC-style ad. It feels more natural and less like a traditional commercial. On TikTok and Shorts, that matters a lot. Number 3. The Faceless product ad. This is the easiest one to repeat. You could use the same structure for a cup, a skincare product, a bag, headphones, or almost any small e-commerce product. So the lesson is simple. Do not just chase the most cinematic ad. Chase the clearest product, the clearest problem, and the format you can repeat again and again. There are 3 ways I would monetize this workflow. First, sell ad packs to e-commerce brands. For example, you could sell 5 15-second ads for 1 product: UGC, close-up, problem solution, faceless, and premium. Second, sell storyboard templates. You could turn these 3x2 and 4x2 layouts into reusable templates for creators and small business owners. Third, turn the process itself into content. 1 product, 10 ads, real results, and a clear winner. That is a strong format for Shorts, TikTok, and long-form tutorials. So here is the final takeaway. AI video is powerful, but random results are hard to sell. When you start with a storyboard grid, the ad feels more controlled, more consistent, and easier to compare. For this coffee cup, I would start with 3 formats: leak-proof commute, UGC-style, and faceless product ad. Those are not just good-looking videos. Those are the formats I would actually test for sales. And for Seedance videos I created in FlexClip and APOB AI, I also leave links below just in case you want to test it out too. If you want to see the full breakdown of the best performing one, or comment which one you want to break down below, I can make that next. Subscribe if you want more practical AI workflows that can actually turn into income.